Tell me when you hit record.
Oh, it's been recording.
Oh, it's been recording. All right, we're back, baby. Episode 2 of Gross Domestic Nonsense with Brett.
New name.
New name. I'm Gavin. Yes, new name. Episode 1 was physical therapy, but that was taken. You would
There's
think
a trademark problem. Whatever.
Yeah, you would think that we would look into that before
thought we
launching
did.
a podcast. Yeah. You would think that, but there's actually multiple podcasts called Physical Therapy. Stupid name anyways.
Yeah, we didn't even like it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, don't listen to those ones. They're dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're back to talk all things money. You know, money's crazy, money's hard, money's tough. We'll cover everything from saving money to complex investing, all that fun stuff. But first and foremost, it's Thursday. How was your week so far?
Week was busy, but you know what? It's nice out. We're here. We're filming a podcast.
Yeah.
We get a beautiful new name, Gross Domestic Nonsense. Come on.
Got our man Dante producing now.
Hello.
Oh, there he is. Black Dante, he told me to call him.
Black Jamie.
Black Jamie, yes, the Black Jamie. Yeah, sun's out. Sun's out. Everybody loves when the sun's out. We were saying before, being poor when the sun's out, way better. Yeah.
We were saying that?
Yeah. Well, it's just like you're so much more inclined to
You're now saying
enjoy it, right? Like when you're broke in the winter, it sucks. You can't go outside. You can't do anything.
We had this conversation today?
No, Brett and I were talking about that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's a conversation I have most days. But yeah, you feel better about it. That's why you talk about we were just talking. Dante was in Los Angeles, and we were just talking about how it's beautiful there. But also Los Angeles, crazy homeless problem. Why wouldn't you go there? Because you at least get a nice tan.
Yeah.
Right.
It's free to walk.
Yeah, exactly. That's good. Yeah, busy's good too. You've been busy.
Yeah, just slammed this week.
Yeah.
But busy's okay. I'm happy with busy. I'm learning to say I'm good rather than it's okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Yes, that's good. That's good. So first and foremost, we kind of want to get into the whole idea of saving money today. Saving money's tough. Dante, do you have you said you're 30.
I'm 29.
29.
Yes.
Oh, 29. Oh, halfway done, baby.
Yeah.
Nice. And how do you find saving money?
How do I find saving money in what sense?
Like out of the month, like out of the money you make, how much are you how much are you not spending that you're saving? That's I would say accumulating over time, right? Now,
Okay.
Yes. So say you make $2,000.
So I'll say this. I learned this from a book called The Richest Man in Babylon. I don't know if you guys have read
Yep.
that
What's his
book.
name?
What's the richest man?
Yeah.
I think it's like Arcad or something like that.
Okay.
Don't fully remember. But 10% of everything I earn goes towards savings.
There you go.
Good for you, man.
So I
Really good.
I take aside 10%, and then I put that towards savings, and then the goal is to buy assets that appreciate that way.
Oh
Your
my
money makes you
God.
money.
I should've
You're 29?
I should have
Yeah.
listened to you, man. That's good. Yeah, 10%. That's a good amount. What do you think?
Well, 10% is a great amount. I would say we don't usually tell people to start at 10 because people will look at you like, okay,
But
like,
I
how do I go out for a steak dinner, you know?
In the book, the guy says, "Well, you can't live off 90%. If you can't live off 90% what you make, that's
For sure.
insane."
Yeah, 100%. But at the same time, like
No,
90%.
it's 90%.
90%. Yeah. 90%. It's the cost of living now.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same as it was in Babylon.
I mean, it's the richest city in the world. It's probably more expensive, if I had to guess.
We're in Oakville right now, man.
Yeah.
Oakville's kind of Babylon.
Oh, don't let the people of Oakville hear that.
No.
Yeah.
Start knocking on the windows over here.
Yeah, how many black guys were in Babylon too, eh?
They weren't allowed inside.
Yeah, so it is like Oakville. No. But yeah, 10%. So that's a good amount. That's a good amount. So you think 10% when you're starting off. So let's say you've never invested $1, saved $1 in your life, and going back to what we were saying about like people in this day and age, they think that 10%, that's 10% that's being taken away from my ability to spend in the present and have money now. I want my money now. I earn that money. if I want to go out and go on vacation, all that. So 10%. So when you're starting off, you're first and foremost, I think a budget is probably the most important tool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So at the end of the day or at the end of your month, you have a legitimate chart or something, at least in your phone, whatever. It's super easy now. Like, people say,
it
"Oh, I
doesn't
gotta."
have to be perfect either.
Yeah.
It could be literally your notes, and you're looking at exactly what you're spending and what you're making. It's not that difficult, and then maybe every month you're adding something to it. It's not crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And
But that 10% gets so difficult for people because they don't actually know exactly what they're making. They don't actually know exactly what they're spending.
And life fluctuates, right? Every month you're gonna allow for other things pop up. You
Gas
need
is $1.60 one month and $2.50 the next month. So
Yep. Gas, all that stuff. And all that should be taken into account, right? When you're putting together a budget of, X amount is going to my phone. That's pretty finite. Like, that's pretty in stone. And then have a little pool that's extra, like in case of money, like in case of my car breaks down or
how have you been with that?
Terrible. My notes are just like hey, those who can't do teach. That's what they say. I think that every month I do have a budget. I know right off the hop. I know what's going out. What's automatically the things that aren't going to move from now for the foreseeable future. X amount is coming out of my account. So in my mind, I've always been that guy. At least 3 months of whatever my monthly expenses are. Food, shelter, gas, all that stuff.
Shelter.
3 months out. Yeah, shelter. Yeah.
The cave amenities.
Yeah. Motel 6s. Have that. It's just in a everyday savings. It's not doing it. It's not investing. It's just sitting in an account for 3 months out. That's taken care of.
Emergency fund.
Emergency fund. So that's what, obviously, you hear different things throughout.
Or my tax bills coming.
Oh yeah, or you have to plan for taxes too.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother episode. So starting a budgeting, very important. As a young guy, was budgeting kind of something you just started doing once you made money, or was it always like?
Funny enough, my aunt, when I was a little kid, I think I was like maybe 10 to 12, she hosted like a money camp to like teach us about money. So I did do that.
Did you have to pay for the camp?
I don't know. My mom made me go.
Did you budget for it?
Yeah.
No, I know, right? So I wouldn't say I've ever really budgeted, but like how you're saying, it can be kind of informal. I know if I'm making this much today, 10% of that I'm not touching. I'm just
good for you. So every paycheck you're doing it on.
Yeah. Every
That's
not
cool.
even paycheck, just I guess anytime I get paid.
Yeah.
Because So if someone gives me $5, I'm like, okay, 5 cents or 50 cents, whatever it is, put that aside.
Of course.
And then it slowly builds up. But the money camp thing was like so long ago, but they took us to like a bank and we got to see like how the bank works. They took us into like the safe and it was really cool. But it was like make sure you don't waste all your money. But since then I have.
Yeah.
Well,
so saving is easier said than done. Everybody's like, they would love to save money. I'd love to save money. I'd love to get ahead. I'd love to do all this. But doing it is a lot harder than saying.
and something always comes up.
Yes,
There's always something that's in the way.
absolutely. So you've come up with a budget. So first thing I think anybody needs to do, regardless of how much money you make too, whether you're affluent or you're young, you're working retail, you're doing whatever it is, putting a budget and plan. If the intention is to save money, absolutely very imperative that you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so with that money that's being saved, I guess you want to establish a goal. Why are we saving?
Yeah, and not just I want to retire when I'm 60, because that's everyone who comes in here. The first thing they say is I want to retire when I'm 55. That's my main goal. How do I get there? Are you going to maybe buy a house along the way? Are you going to buy your first car? Are you going to have a kid? Is your kid going to go to school? There's a lot more things that come into play before retirement.
Yeah.
So you have to plan for the short term, the medium term, the long term.
Yep.
And that may be a portion of that 10% is going into 3 different things. But you have to plan for all of it, because how many times does someone come in, hey, I've got 50,000 in my TFSA. Okay, great head start. Let's invest it properly, look for retirement. Oh, but I'm buying a house in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's completely fine, but now we have to start off something new. You have to plan for every single timeline.
Absolutely. Do you think, okay, so we've got a budget. We know we want to save. We have a goal. Let's say the goal is I want to buy my first house. I want to do that. Mm-hmm. Where are we putting that money? A savings account, piggy bank?
Yeah, you know what? It's a good question, because it is a little different for everyone. In Canada, there's we'll call it three best options. Easiest place, if you're over 18, is a tax-free savings account to get started.
TFSA.
Yeah, not TSFA. If I hear that again, I'm going to go crazy.
The number of people that will come in, and I don't fault them, be like, oh, I have a TFSA. You're like, what's it stand for? They're like, I don't know. It's just the thing. It's the thing we all have. You know, you go and sit down at a bank. Oh, yeah, we're going to set you up a tax-free savings account. They're like, okay, cool, that's great, but I don't know what it does.
Yeah, and that's the biggest problem with the bank too. You open this daily interest tax-free savings account, you're putting money away, you feel like it's really good, but if your money's not working, as we know right now, things are 4% more expensive than they were the year before.
Inflation, baby.
Inflation. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So TFSA is kind of the easiest entry point. You can buy anything you want in it. You don't have to worry about telling the CRA how much you make. You do have to worry about how much you put in it, obviously. And we can go over that in another episode about limits. But after TFSA, you're going to look at First Home Savings Account, which is new. You can put $8,000 into it a year. It becomes an expense, like an RSP. So if you make $50,000 and you put in $8,000, you get to expense that against your income, which is not bad, because when you do the withdrawal, you don't have to actually pay the tax back.
Yes.
That's not the worst thing in the world, so that's a great thing to start on. Final would be RSP.
Retirement Savings Plan.
Yeah.
Registered
Retirement Savings
Registered
Plan.
Retirement Savings Plan. So registered accounts, again, when we do this pod, we're kind of talking to everybody here, right?
Yeah.
Like this, obviously, we're going, oh, of course I know what an RSP is. Of course I know what a TFSA, TFSA.
Why is everyone such an angry old man when they're talking to you?
Oh, well, yeah, because some boomer's going to listen to this.
Boomer's
going to
boom.
like, yeah, you're going to tell me what to do with my money?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought my house for $12 in 1968, and I still won't sell it for $4 million. But, okay, so I have my money. I have my checking account that I get paid into.
Yep.
Have my checking account. That's the one we all know and love. Mm-hmm. Checking account. Everyday savings account. So there's registered accounts and non-registered accounts. Registered means our government knows about it.
Well, the government knows about all of it, but it's registered as in they know every dollar you put into it.
Yes, it is registered with the government because they have to keep tabs on how much you've put into it, because there is a certain amount, a given amount that you are allowed to put into that. So they keep tabs on those contributions.
What's the limit that you're allowed to put in an RRSP?
So there's two maximums: 18% of your income,
okay,
or roughly 31,000
for this year.
Okay.
Per year. That changes every year.
Okay.
A maximum of 31,000.
Yeah, the maximum. So if you make $7 million, you can't put 18%. It has to be the 31.
Got it.
If you go over, you can go over by $2,000 in your lifetime. So if you go over by a little bit, it's not the most stress. But if you go over and forget about it, the CRA will do a lot to you and a lot to everyone around you. It's amazing what they'll take away.
The Canada Revenue Agency?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called the
Bums.
Canadian Mafia.
Yeah. Hey, it's our government, baby. That's daddy. Okay, so we've got...
Depends what Prime Minister
So
could
your
be
checking
mommy.
account, tax-free savings account. So let's just focus on a tax-free savings account for now. So basically, essentially, a tax-free savings account, money that you put into this. So you've got your checking account. I want to put money in a tax-free savings account.
Yep.
That means you put it into this account, and it's going to grow. Any money that grows there is tax-free. Not much in this country that you can do and make money tax-free, right? Are you going to claim the income we're paying you, Dante?
Yes.
There we go. Right answer. Right answer. So it's basically the
Way
government.
to put him out there.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. That makes one of us.
The recording devices here.
That's so you put money in there, and the idea there is because that money you make tax free. So the money you earn through investing in that account is tax free. You want to be investing that money.
Yep.
Yes. So
Yeah, you don't want to put it in just daily interest.
yes.
That the banks start to it.
So you don't just want to put it in there and not invest it, because what's the point of having it in a savings account if you're not going to earn money and take advantage of that tax break, right? So we really want to like hammer home that's quite literally one of the only vehicles our government allows us to make money tax free, correct?
Yeah, and that in the first home savings account.
Yes. So first home savings account as well, that money grows tax free. So again, people are like, yeah, I have $10,000 in a tax-free savings account. I set it up when I was young. How much is in it now? Oh, there's 10,000. Oh, it's not being actively invested. That's kind of a waste of the opportunity that the government's given us, right?
Wow, waste of the opportunity the government's given us. I don't think I've ever heard that before.
Yeah,
That's great.
the government gives us opportunity. It's the land of
You gotta
opportunity.
grab it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So when you're new and when you're new to investing, again, regardless of age, you put your money in there. How would you suggest, again, we're going to use the example of, let's call it a 1 to 3 year timeline, right? I want to buy a house in 3 years. Common enough, right? Very impossible. But
We're in Oakville right now.
yeah. So how do we approach that with when you're sitting down with somebody and they're like, I'm brand new to investing. I hear about the stock market on TV, all over the internet, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, S&P. That means nothing to them. They just know that it's.
Yeah, I have to say, because that happens a lot. I have to say the worst thing you can do is go to TikTok, Instagram, the internet first. Try to learn everything you can about getting rich quick. Because that's what everyone wants now. Like everyone has a penthouse in Miami somehow. There's only like 9 penthouses in Miami, but every single influencer has one somehow.
Well, they all rent the same one.
I know, exactly.
Yeah. Hey.
So you get rich quick. So we come in here to go, okay, I want to buy NVIDIA. I want to buy somehow SpaceX before it goes public and Anthropic. They want to buy everything that's really, really in right now. So we call that momentum investing. Momentum investing is the worst thing to do for a new investor because they don't exactly know what's happening. So what you want to do is just get down to the basics. Okay, if your timeline's 3 years, we have 3 years to make a certain amount of money to get you to your goal. But 3 years also takes out a little bit of risk because the market can fluctuate in 3 years.
You
don't want to invest day one, a year later you need to buy the house and you're down 2%. But that may not even be a problem because that market cycle may shift the next year. You just have to be prepared for everything that can happen. So building on a time horizon, like Gavin said, is way more important than people give it credit for. And you don't just need to buy tech companies to make that money.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways to do it. I'm not going to get into how to invest in this episode or anything like that, but there's a structure that can make you successful no matter if you're a prudent investor or an aggressive investor. You'll all be happy with how the structure works.
So somebody comes in, I'm playing devil's advocate now, and it's like, oh, hey, Brett, yeah, I've never invested before. I want to, my buddy said he made in his TFSA, he made 63% last year. How do I do this? I want it now. I want money now.
Yeah, and that happens way more than you think. So this is, what we call that is stock chasing. So someone who sees their friend that has made money, let's just take NVIDIA. Everyone knows NVIDIA, everyone knows what it's done. So we'll take NVIDIA and say, okay, NVIDIA made 200% last year. How do I make that 200%? Well, realistically, you're probably not going to want to buy the same stock that just went up 200%. Investing 101 is buy low, sell high. I think 88% of Canada does the opposite. If you look at charts, is you buy high, sell low.
Yeah.
So you buy on momentum instead of buying on opportunity.
Yeah. I once heard that if you're hearing about the stock, it's too late.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
and
gotta-
that's unfortunately that's from boomers, so they were right on that one. But
Yeah. Yeah, if it crosses your desk, it's too late.
yeah, exactly.
But that's the world. Also, everything catches on so quick in this world. Like, take all the crypto and all that stuff from or GameStop.
Yeah.
In you know
GameStop, AMC, talk about that.
Reddit
Yeah.
and the Reddit boards were going crazy, and then it bleeds into all of a sudden my 71-year-old dad at breakfast is like, "What's GameStop?" And he's like, "Should I invest in that?" And you're like, "Well, old man, you're late, you know."
Yeah.
But because things catch on so fast, from the time it was the best time to do it at the ground level to could be a matter of days or weeks of.
It was within a 1 week span almost. It was like, I mean, obviously people were in it from beforehand, but it's like it started really picking up on the Monday. Then by the Friday, it was at its peak, and then
everyone went in it.
exactly.
Like everyone.
That's when I hopped in.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's why you hold hard assets now.
Exactly.
Buy high, sell low. Buy high, and then just lose it all. You don't even get a chance to sell.
Let's just go to the casino, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's more thrilling.
Absolutely. So I'm coming in here, sitting down. Okay, we've got a tax-free savings account. So at the end of the day, you want to invest out of that account. You want to have that money earning for you. You don't want it sitting there. That's kind of just like your piggy bank mindset or an everyday savings account. Or also, you can just leave whatever money you need, like we had mentioned, an emergency fund of it just in your checking account. Now, one thing I did want to touch on, and kind of we spoke about it earlier, of when you're saving money, having it be removed from immediate access. So money that you can't see, out of sight, out of mind. You can't see it, you're less inclined to use it.
Yep.
The number
I
of
also
people...
do find, like, to build on that, I also do find when you see your investment starting to grow, you actually don't want to touch it anymore.
Yes.
Like, this is exciting. Like
Yeah.
I had $10 last week, and now I have $1,050. Like, this is insane. I got to keep this going.
Yes, so out of that 10%, so when we're saving money, I think it's crucial to put money away that you can't see, whether it's in a completely separate institution, right? You know, we've got 5 banks here. You know, you see your money right there. You are more inclined, just by looking at it next to your checking account, be like, oh, that's money I have. So when that opportunity comes up where your boys are like, hey, we're going on a golf trip this weekend.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I can afford
No
that.
problem.
Because yeah, absolutely. It's how it goes, because again, I'm the victim of it too, where it's, oh, that's still my money. It's still sitting there.
Yeah.
But in the fact of the matter is, you want to position yourself where it is out of sight, out of mind, and growing, and build it into a routine where you don't even see it and you kind of forget it's there. Set it and quite literally forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trademarked.
Trademark, yes. Trademark. Set it and forget it. And then to see that growth. So if you have a timeline of, again, let's go to a year to 3 years.
So really quick, going back on the set to forget it, the easiest way to put money aside, whether it's 10%, like Dante, whether it's 5%, whether it's 3%, make a payment, an auto payment on the same day as another bill. So if you have your mortgage, your rent, or car insurance come out, make it on the same day, whether it's $100, $200, $300. You will now consider that a bill for the rest of your life. It's just part of what happens in your bank account.
Gotcha. Quick question. So when you set up your withdrawals from your bank, let's say car insurance,
Yep.
mortgage payment, what's another bill? Call it Netflix. Do you, throughout the month, do you schedule your withdrawals on the same day, or do you do it throughout the month?
Throughout the month.
You do it throughout the month?
I've always
That's
found,
a good idea.
Yeah, I've always found it weird because I'll have clients be like, I want everything to come out on the 1st and the 15th. I'm like, okay, no problem. Like, when's your other bills? They're like 1st and the 15th. I'm like, doesn't that seem stressful on your money? Like, do you really want to see everything deplete at once?
Yeah, it's like a big like.
Yeah.
You're like this. It's the stock market in your own bank account.
Everything comes out of my account on the last day of the month, and it's a nightmare. And I think I do need to change that, you know, because
Yeah.
right, and it also puts that stress of, okay, it's the first of the month. This first week's going to be cool. Don't have to worry. But I'm at the end of the month, I know I'm cooked.
Yeah, you're like 25 days, I'm broke.
Yeah, and then also money, a month goes by quick, and you're like, and then we got to do it all over again. Yeah. It's so having things sporadic throughout the month is your approach. Okay, cool. And the money you put away, how do you do it? Just like you said, whenever you get paid.
Yeah, that's the first thing I do. I pay myself first. That's what they say. So like, whenever I get paid, I pay myself first, and then whatever's left, anyone else can take that. But I gotta pay myself for my work. So.
Yeah,
love that. Man.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
We do all work for a reason.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
Yes. So sporadic, set it, forget it. Money that's put away, very, very crucial to saving.
Insanely crucial. That's maybe if you're going to have one way of saving, dollar cost average monthly.
Understanding where your money's invested to. The number of people who go and they say, hey, I've got a TFSA with a bank. Oh, what's it invested in? They don't know. Now more than ever, it's so important to know where that money lies, because especially when we're being peppered with information on the news, on Instagram, social media, all that stuff, you do want to know where you, again, I love a client who comes in and says, here's my money. I'm not going to look at it. I don't care. Fantastic. But being able to know exactly, have an idea of where your money is and really understand it is going to get you a lot further, because sure, it can, you put your money away, you check it, you're like, holy geez, I'm up 20%. That's great. But alternatively, if you go and check your money and let's say you're up 3%, then you can ask that question, why? Why aren't I up more? And if you didn't know in the first place, it's kind of on, well, your advisor or whoever you're with is like, well, I told you that this is what we're invested in. And then you're like, oh, so I'm the idiot, right? So being aware of where that money is, and we see all these, again, especially at the big banks, we're not going to name names, but, your comfort balanced fund, that you have, how many people are just in that? And they're like, oh, I'm in a balanced portfolio. Yeah, but what is involved in that? So we
actually love seeing comfort balance funds.
Yeah.
Because they're just really expensive pool of mutual funds that never do well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not that difficult to get around. It's
a cookie cutter way of investing. Yeah. It's done.
It's still better than nothing.
Yes.
Still better than nothing.
Absolutely. So you've got your checking account. Now you're putting money away you can't see into a savings account called tax-free savings account.
Yep.
And then moving forward, how often should somebody be checking their accounts? Because that is something that we like to encourage people. Obviously, as advisors, it's our job to invest the money, keep tabs on it. We're checking the markets every day, looking for opportunities for clients. If we want to make changes, we call them. Hey, we think there's this opportunity. Maybe we move some money around. Not to say that you don't get that at the bank, but most people are like, oh, you're not going to hear from your advisor unless A, you reach out to them, or B, they're literally obligated to do it annually, right? Mm-hmm. So by being aware of where your money is and what it's in and checking it frequently, you're doing the work that's going to get you further ahead.
Yeah, I think whatever you're comfortable with is fine as you're checking money. If you're someone like me, I check it multiple times a day. Like, I actually like to know, how is market cycle actually working against my dollars. Mm-hmm. I don't expect a client to do that because that's our job. So that's something we do. Yeah. I have had clients ask me how often should I check? You should probably be checking at least once a week, because every week, especially right now when there's 450 wars going on and they're all in a ceasefire, but then bombs drop, it's very confusing. Mm-hmm. You want to know how the world's affecting your money. If you're someone who doesn't like to check, then book quarterly meetings with an advisor and make sure that they can explain to you exactly what happened in that quarter. In my opinion, annual meetings don't really do anything unless you're putting money in like a locked-in retirement account, like something that's completely locked, like a pension, and it just doesn't really matter other than a 10-year return.
Of course.
But a tax-free savings account is money now. It's liquid. You want to keep that safe. You need to understand what's happening. Mm-hmm. And as Gavin said, you have to understand where it is. It is up to us to come up with the solution if you're working with us, which is what we're here for, and we're good at it. But you need to understand exactly what we're doing. So we will always explain it, but it's up to the client to take that back, and then come back to it with the yes or no.
Yeah, and you can always, there's not always a need. I don't know about your practice, but being able to just keep the relationship open. If you are using somebody to invest, or you're doing your, especially reaching out and keeping the lines of communication open, because you never know in a pinch the number of people who message me, hey, how much money do I have in here? It's like, well, you should kind of know, have a ballpark.
Considering the first meeting is setting someone up with the login.
Yeah, no, you withdrew all your money 2 years ago, pal. Yeah. You got nothing here. I think you need a job application. But yeah,
we're not hiring right now.
Yeah, financial literacy is one thing, investing, but staying on top of it, and just you'll feel better about it at the end of the day. I think that's a big thing. Obviously we want to all make a ton of money where you're like, I don't even know what's in that account. It does puzzle me sometimes, especially younger generation of people who don't necessarily make that much money, but they're like, oh, I think I have I know where every penny I own is.
Like all 12 pennies.
Yeah, somebody else's pocket. That's where. But you have.
Well, you just paid the CRA.
Yeah, on my way to. But yeah, so TFSAs are so crucial, and understanding where you're investing. So you have a budget, you're putting money away into that tax-free savings account. You know where it's invested. The educate yourself. It's very easy. You can say, again, somebody at the bank says, hey, you're in this comfort balance fund. You can go on ChatGPT and say, hey, ChatGPT, what is this fund? What is it? How much does it cost me? All this stuff. So being on top of it, you need to give a shit about your money.
Yeah. And let me tell you the cheat code of the tax-free savings account that people forget. So if let's say you're a 3-year plan to buy a house, you're doing really well, so you're able to put in a few $1,000s every year, and that's going to grow and grow and grow. Let's say you didn't need to buy the house and you're now at year 5 and you have $100,000 in your TFSA, which is more common now than it's ever been because of how many years it's been available. If you withdraw that $100,000 to buy the house or buy the car or buy the boat, we're in Oakville, you never know. When that next year, you still have that $100,000 of room. You don't go down to, say your limit at that time was $50,000. You don't go back down to your limit. It's whatever you're at.
Okay.
So, like, I've seen a TFSA that's at $5 million before. If they withdraw that $5 million, the next year they can put $5 million back in. So if you run it properly, you should actually be using the TFSA. A TFSA actually shouldn't be, I'm waiting my TFSA till I'm 65. No, it should be used every 5 years or 10 years. Keep locking in those gains in increments.
Yeah, so you can basically push the limit up. Every time you hit the max, you can push it up, so it's like 15, then 30, then da-da-da-da.
Exactly.
But then when you withdraw, the limit is now not back down to 15. It's up at 45.
Wherever you withdrew at. Okay. Now, you have to wait till the next year.
For sure.
Do that. Yeah. Because the CRA will go after you at 1% a month. It's insane what we've seen. But it's extremely important to take advantage of it. But just be careful. Go back to Gavin's point of knowing where you're investing, because if you invest, say you invest $50,000 in a TFSA into something you don't understand, like a marijuana stock. Let's go back 7, 8 years.
Yeah, weed's dope.
Yeah, weed's dope. And that drops from 50 to 10, and you withdraw that 10,000, your new limit's now 10. It can go the other way.
Okay.
So there's a double-edged sword. Understand where you're investing. Take advantage of the product that the government's giving to you at the same time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. In terms of so we've got the budgeting, we've got the savings. So using a tax-free savings account, very crucial vehicle. In terms of day-to-day living and spending, should people be reining in? There's a very viral clip going around now of Kevin O'Leary talking about how it bothers him that people who make $70,000, Gen Zs who make $70,000, are spending $28 on lunch. And he's like, why would you be doing that when you can be putting that $28 into an index fund and compound it over 50 years.
That's my favorite thing. Put it in an index fund.
Yeah. Well, regardless of what he says, where to invest it, the idea now as a young person, the way that the economy is built, we are the way things are going right now with how difficult it is to buy a house, how difficult it is to save, how difficult it is to. I want to go on that Euro trip. I want to go find myself in Europe. Expensive, and so.
And you don't know who you're gonna find.
Yeah. You could
Are you in Amsterdam or Italy?
Yeah. Go to Europe and find myself and just hate the guy I find.
You can just look in the mirror, brother.
Yeah, gosh. Go to Italy to find the real piece of shit I am. But it is disheartening. Like it's people are saying, why would I put money in a savings account when I can go spend it? And I think it's even the luxury of a TFSA is what you're saying, is that it still is accessible. And if a little goes a long way, you're putting $100, a couple $100 into a TFSA. If you can make a couple $100, a couple $100 can get you on a plane. You can approach it like that too, where it is, you do go to
Buffalo, but yeah.
To Buffalo. To go to when you go to the casino and you go with $300 to a casino, right? We've been there. It's terrible.
20 minutes or 3 hours.
3 spins, 300. But when you go to the casino, you bring $500. You're like, this is what I'm going to spend. If you go up $1,000, now you've got $1,500. You're like, oh my God, this is the best. This will
on red.
All on red. Yeah, this will go a long way. Alternatively, you lose it all, and it's a terrible time. That money that you've made, like that can go a really long way. So sure, it's not the same as going to gambling or something where you're going to see it like this, but being able to make that money in a safer space can get you to buy either
on gambling though. There is a point there. I'm not going to say everyone's going to do it, but there is a point there. If you're making, because I've done this and I've seen other people do it. Say you do make $1,000 on the spin. Most people will take that original 100, put it in their pocket, and they're playing with
house money,
the fun money. Mm-hmm. Why can't you do that in your bank account? What's the difference? Let's pay, like Dante said, pay yourself first a little bit.
Yeah. Move
forward. If you lose that money, you're like, whatever, man. I had a lot of fun. It was a great 27 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that's one of those things, especially new people to investing, when they're like, oh, I gave you 50 grand. It's at 55 now. They're like, can I pull out that 5? You're like, absolutely. We're back to square one, but now you've got a trip. So you can approach it like that. It doesn't have to be so long-term or so grandiose, right? You can even dial it back of $500 turned into $600. That $100, it's, I hypothetically made a tank of gas for free.
For one trip.
Again, yeah. But, the casino. When was the last time you were at a casino? Recently.
Yeah, like not even a month ago, Montreal.
I hate the casino, but I love the casino. It's so, that $300 that you're like, oh, this is what I'm spending. After this, I'm done. That thrill, that first, once you start gambling, what a thrill that is. It is high stakes. It doesn't even have to be technically high stakes, but you put $20 on black and that's spinning when your heart sinks.
I love that feeling.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I live for that feeling.
Yeah, it's a terrible time, I think.
I'll have buddies stand around the wheel of a roulette table, and I'll just sit there. I won't even watch, and I just look for their reactions.
I almost feel like I got away with something. I was in Vegas on New Year's Eve with my girlfriend, and I had that $300 budget. I was like, okay, for this trip, I've got $500 in cash that I'm good with. If we lose that, I'm good with. Of course, if I lost it, I would not be good with it.
Could come back.
But yeah. Babe, get your debit card. You can take it out of credit. Take it out of credit. Of having that, like, I would go to the roulette table. I'm an easy guy. I'm not into the numbers. I'm not a blackjack guy, but it's like turn that 300 into another 300. So I've made 300 and doing exactly what you said. Take that 300 back. Now I got 300. And then we would do it again. And I did it successfully, like 5 times in a row, where I was like, I got away with something. You know, I'm like looking over my shoulder. Of course, it's peanuts. The guy beside me lost 30 racks and it's nothing. But
You're looking at the pit boss like, dude.
It is that, like, you can experience that in investing too. Like, oh my God, you made $5,000 I made and it's tax free, and I can just take like that. Experiencing the gains that come from simple investing is a little bit of it encourages you to so if you've never invested and then you invest and see the fruits of that investing, whether it's immediate or long term, immediate is probably the quickest way to get you juiced.
But I will say immediate can also be really dangerous, because you can have people that come in, they have a really good first month, they make 10-20%, and now that's what they're chasing.
Yes, it is also
just like gambling.
Yeah, and the high highs and the low lows. How long have we been going for?
40 minutes.
Okay, yeah, cool. So and the takeaways today: budgeting. Budget your money. Come up with a budget. Know what you have to spend every month.
Keep it simple. Do something.
Every month, yes. So have that. Allow yourself some fun. Have that built into the budget. You know, you can put X amount. Just put fun.
Have a $28 lunch. Who cares what O'Leary says?
Yeah, O'Leary, I'm going to
I'm pretty sure a Poke Bowl's $35.
Yeah, we're getting Poke Bowls. Okay? You know what I mean? So I'll fill up my gas tank half, and I'll spend the rest on Poke Bowls, because that's financially responsible. You know, but again, take into account.
This is why we can't be physical therapy.
And take into account lunches. You know, build it in. Sure, at the end of the day, if what you want to do cuts into some saving, do that. So budget. You're in Canada, tax-free savings account. Open up a tax-free savings account and put your money in there. Out of sight, out of mind. If you can't see that money, you're less inclined to spend it. Having said that, just because you can't see it, you should know what it's doing. Know where it's invested. Budget. Tax-free savings account, invest your money, and just be aware. Know where all your money is at any given time. Again, especially if you're new to investing, you're probably inclined to do that anyways. Just get off on the right foot. 10% is a great start, but it's case by case.
Just start.
Just start saving your money. What are you doing?
That should be a slogan.
You're a grown man. Start saving money. Start now. Or don't.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Don't. So much easier to do it. But again, the name of this, gross domestic nonsense. A lot of it is nonsense. Saving money. It seems hard. It seems tough. Yeah. We're trying to create a little dynamic here that makes investing, break it down for the common man. At the same time, we'll get into some complex stuff. But today's takeaway: know where your money is. Save some money. Invest some money. $10 a month. $1,000 a month. Doesn't matter. Just make sure you're doing it. And if you don't know, just go do some research. Call guys like us. Go talk to the robot. The robot knows what's up. Talk to the robot. How should I invest my money? You should buy high, sell low, and then jump off a bridge. Yeah. But did you have anything else to say?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, thank you. All right.
We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, cheers.